right, it's time for some real education. Well, way back when, 1908, G.K. Chesterton wrote Orthodoxy. It was an important work of Christian apologetics. And in the preface, Chesterton explains that his purpose is to attempt an explanation not of whether the Christian faith can be believed, but of how he personally has come to believe it. Now, Chesterton's view of Christianity is quite new and unexpected. He sees it as the answer to natural human needs, the answer to a riddle, in his own words, and not simply as an arbitrary truth received from somewhere outside the boundaries of human experience.
Yeah, and that was unique. I mean, let's not quibble about whether it's... Lewis did this in the Screwtape Letters. He said, beware of the historical Jesus, right? Beware of reducing Christianity to whether or not Jesus lived, or what kind of job he had, or what he was doing for the 20 years before he came out in his ministry, or what kind of robe he wore. Forget that. Forget the historical Jesus. That's not the point of Jesus. And I think Chesterton is doing something very similar. It's not whether or not historically Christianity is worth believing. It's how I personally came to believe. And I think that's the story of almost every serious Christian, right? I don't think anybody was historically talked into believing in Christ. I think people who come to Christ because of what Christ has to offer in terms of his gospel message and his healing and teaching ways. And I think Chesterton does something very similar here. So I'd like to take a short passage from Orthodoxy, which was written in 1908. Chesterton writes, "Because children have abounding vitality, because they are in spirit, fierce and free. Therefore, they want things repeated and unchanged." Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why do little kids need you to play the game again? Do it again, Daddy. Daddy, do it again. Again, Daddy. Dad. He's giving you an answer here. And what a remarkably spiritual answer. Because children have abounding vitality. Because they are in spirit, fierce and free. That is why they want things repeated and unchanged. Children always say, do it again. And the grown-up person does it again until he is nearly dead. For grown-up people are not strong enough to exult in monotony. It's not the kid. When the kid finds something he likes, when the kid finds something that's true, he wants you to give it to him every day. He'll read the same bedtime story for 2 years because the little child has found truth in it. When we grow up and become adults, we lose the ability to enjoy what's true. We need newfangledness. We need something false, maybe, to break up the monotony of truth. The weakness is with us, right? For grown-up people are not strong enough to exult in the monotony of God, that he loves us, that he's there for us, that he makes the sun come up in the morning and the moon come up in the evening. Again and again and again. That is not monotony. But perhaps, Chesterton writes, but perhaps God is strong enough to exult in monotony. It is possible that God says every morning, do it again to the sun, and every evening, do it again to the moon. It may not be automatic necessity that makes all daisies look alike. It may be that God makes every daisy separately, but has never gotten tired of making them. It may be that he has the eternal appetite of a child, for we have sinned and grown old, and our Father is younger than we. Our Father has much more in common than the childlike wonder that says, do it again, Daddy, than we who've grown old and sinful and lazy and can't stand the monotonous of the great truth of Jesus Christ.